Hello, my name's Eric. Welcome to Planning for a Camping Music Festival. I'm going to show you guys how to properly plan and prepare for a camping festival that you'll be driving to. First few things you have to decide is who's going in your group, how many people are going, what vehicles you guys have at your disposal to take, and who's available to drive those vehicles. Once you're there, being prepared or not being prepared can make the difference. So you definitely want to make sure that you're ready when you get there so you don't run into any trouble. Weather can definitely throw a wrench in your plans, so be ready. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have a really great checklist. Here's a great checklist we found this online, and it's a really good planner for a summer music festival. The easy stuff that you probably already know is you need enough clothes. You want to make sure you have change of clothes for every day and extra in case it rains. You want to make sure you're warm at night, you're comfortable in the day, and you have something to sleep in. You also want to make sure you know where you're going to be sleeping, whether it's in a tent or not, and whether it's on an air mattress or a cot. Those things make a big difference. Now there's a few essentials that we're going to look at that you definitely need to make sure you have. You need to have a canopy so that you can have somewhere to hang out during the day in the shade. You could possibly, if you need a tent, more than likely you will, I would recommend a good tent. You're going to need tarps, you're going to need rain gear, you're going to need camping chairs for every person in your group. A solar shower could be key for you to have a nice, comfortable weekend. Make sure you bring sunblock and a hat and sunglasses, and maybe even extra if you need to, because odds are you probably will lose a pair. You want to make sure you have your camera, your cell phone, and have a charger for it in your car, some sort of way to either have the adapter for it or some way to make sure you can keep it charged during the day, because you probably will want to be able to charge your devices. This is a good chance to talk about what not to bring to the festival. You definitely don't want to have any glass, no matter what. Every festival is going to look for this. No glass bottles. You know, if you're going to bring drinks, bring them in cans. If you're going to bring hard alcohol, put it in a bottle of some kind that's not glass. It's totally okay to have it, but you can't bring glass. It's a great rule. It makes it way safer. So now we're going to go over exactly how to pack. Basically meaning what you should take and put in your car first on top, and kind of where you should place it. Okay, so what I've learned is keep your soft, squishable stuff in the back seats, not in your trunk or your bed. Okay, what you want to have is your pillows, your blankets, your clothes in the back seat, especially if you have an open seat. That's where you want all these types of things to be. If you have a small cooler with drinks and snacks, this is a great place to have that, maybe on the ground in that extra spot right there. Anything you're going to need access to while you're driving, you definitely don't want to have packed away in your trunk. Alright, when you're packing your trunk or your truck bed, make sure you start with the most compacted but biggest stuff first. Put your camping chairs, put your tent, put your cooler, put your other stuff that you can square away. If you've got stuff in boxes, a great idea is to take all different types of categorical stuff that you need, whether it's your kitchenware or your dry food, put them in boxes that you can get nice and square so you can fit everything in the way that it's supposed to go in there, so that you're not wasting any space at all. A couple things to expect. When you finally do arrive, expect a long line of cars, possibly on the highway or in the town where this festival is. You could be in traffic for hours at this point. There are many people ahead of you, and they're all going through a checkpoint. So you're going to have to wait, and you're going to potentially be waiting a while, so just be ready for that. Make sure you have gas in your car when you expect to be arriving in that line. Once you get through the line, you're going to go through a checkpoint where they're going to ask you to get out of the vehicle. They're going to go through your cooler looking for those glass bottles. And depending on the volunteers or the search group, you could get a very easy search or a very strenuous search. Just make sure you have your IDs and your tickets ready. Be super nice and be having a great time, and they're gonna give you no trouble. House is falling apart. Can't say this house is falling apart.